When Connor scores the goals, well, he just might like to know he puts a great big smile on the Villa faithful's face. Aston Villa 1, Norwich 0. Let's see what the fans have to say.
We started off very cagey. You could see they come with a game plan and they was utilising it well, come with an attack-minded, approach, and they kind of utilised it. But I think we grew into the game slowly but surely. I mean, it wasn't the best of games. You've got to admit it was cagey. But I think in the end we got the goal and that's what we needed, get the 3 points, and we done it. Fair play to the Villa boys.
You don't care how it comes, but we just won. You can see why both teams are down in the bottom three. There was quality there for both ones, just slightly, but we'll just take that and just enjoy the Boxing Day victory.
Yeah, slightly better, but at times it was a bit concerning. 2 o'clock I looked at the lineup and there was a few changes, but Luis and Nakamba for me aren't a Premiership partnership. So I would change it. I would put Hooverhand and Luis, or try Hooverhand and Nakamba and see what works, how that works. I just don't think Nakamba and Luis are a Premiership partnership. They just get cut open too easy for me, and you could see that a lot today. It happened against Southampton. There wasn't that much improvement. I'll take a win. A win's a win, and I don't care how we get the results as long as we just win. But it was scrappy before we scored. Norwich hit the bar. Goal line clearance, and Heaton made a good save. It was scrappy. It could have gone either way today. Any team could have won it.
Absolutely vital we get 3 points against the likes of Norwich. No disrespect to Norwich, but a fact that it's a home game as well. Every home game is a must win for me, and you take every away game as a must not lose. So that's the way we should be approaching home games.
Norwich were really poor today, but so were we. I mean, we just got lucky. They were a lot poorer than us.
What are your thoughts on Wesley today? Much improved from last week's. We're starting to see the real Wesley.
I think he was all right today. I mean, he did have his chances. He could have done a lot more with the ball than he did. But at the end of the day, we made 13 signings in the summer, didn't we? We spent 130 million. Even though we've had them for over 4 months, 5 months now, some of them, it's just like they don't know how to work together. They haven't played together enough to actually be able to gel properly. I think that was probably the main issue with bringing 13 players in.
It's just hard to think. When we were relegated, it took us until February to win 3 games. It's December now, it's Boxing Day, and we've won 5. We're in 17th. It could have been better, we could have had more. But then again, they could have had a lot as well.
When Connor scored that, I just sort of knew deep down we were going to win. I mean, at half time I was saying to people around me, Connor's going to save this game. Because I remember the playoff semi-final, I remember against Newcastle, and I remember today, Connor has got to be starting more games, absolutely. Because I mean, I like Douglas, I like Nakamba's individual players, but together, I'm not so sure about them. I mean, Nakamba, good tackler, don't get me wrong. I mean, just a few years ago, he was a good tackler for us, but he wasn't so great passing the ball. I think Nakamba's the same. Douglas, contrasting. I mean, we saw at Wolves, he's a bit lightweight, he doesn't go into the challenges as much. When Horahan came on, we had that little bit of aggression in midfield, we had that little bit of quality, we had that little bit of dynamism in there, and that's how we got the goal, and I think we needed that.
It's Tom Heaton. How vital is he to the squad?
He is absolutely fabulous. He's so good. He did a very good save towards the end, and we were very good, so was Heaton. I think Heaton would have had man of the match today.
I'm so glad we didn't go for Butland and we went for Heaton instead, because he's a good shot stopper and he's far better than Butland. What should I say? There's not really much to say, really. It was just really scrappy in it, and I'm just glad we got over the line and got the 3 points. Like little lad before just said to me, this season's just about staying up, and then we just improve on from that. I'll take anything. I'll take 17th and above. I really would, because it's going to be cagey.
Of course, you got the Superman costume on today. What are your thoughts on Super Jackie Grealish?
He was really good. Fair play to Tom Cool of the save of his shot, but there was a good assist that he did that made Conor Horan's goal.
Grealish has now been brought back into the centre of midfield. How better was it?
He was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's his 5th assist of the season now. He's got 5 goals, 10 goal involvements in 16 games. I mean, for a player like Man City, that'd be good. mean, for Jack Grealish, he's on track for his best season ever.
Well, that's his natural position, isn't it? In the middle, with number 10 role, and he did it well. He passed the ball, he sprayed it out well. He was leading a team as well. But when we give sloppy balls away, he was screaming at the players to get the ball back and, don't pass it when you don't need to. And he just led the team. It was his natural position. And you can't fault him, he played so well today.
What I would say today, House and Conte, especially House, were absolutely fantastic. In that first half, for me, without House's vital interceptions, in the first 2 minutes, we only made 3 or 4 vital tackles, vital interceptions, where if we hadn't had them, Norwich would have got at least a couple of goals. So House, to me, was vital for today's win. I'm sure Connor will get a lot of the credit, and rightfully so. I mean, I love Connor myself. I've loved him on his channel for years. But House, if I had to pick a man of the match, I'd say him, because he was vital in getting us into the game, because I don't think we started all that well, and maybe thought most of the game we weren't that great, but this is one of those relegation 6 pointers. It doesn't matter how you play, it just matters that you get the win, and we've done that.
In my prediction, I put Villa to finish 8th. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I would happily take 15th or 14th.
We've got a few tough games: Watford, Burnley, Man City. How do you think we'll do?
Well, you've got to win, haven't we? There's no choice now, mate. We've just got to go for it. 3 points every match. We've got to. I mean, you're not going to get 3 points every match, but you've got to aim to get that, certainly.
I think if we play like this again, I'm scared of them. They do have some very good players. They haven't had the best of the managers, but they do have very good players. Pearson's got them revitalised now. I think that they've been playing well under him. But I think if we go out there, we go for the win. We don't just try and stop them from scoring. Instead, we just try and outscore them. We can win it.
It'll be nice to go on a run now. We need to beat Watford. We need to beat Watford and beat Burnley. Then Man City can be a nothing game.
We just got to go there and go at them, haven't we? We just got to go into every game and go at every team. Just go out all out for it. If we go there and we put in the effort, I'm happy. But you want to be getting. You look at the Christmas period and you look at the fixtures coming around the Christmas period. Like, the fixtures have been nice to us, and we need to be getting 3 points if you want to stay up. You need to be beating teams around us if you want to stay up.
I think we'll get a draw at Watford, maybe a win. At Burnley, we might get a win. And Man City, that'll be a very, very hard game.
Like I said before, I think we need to go in as a must-not-lose game. Let's build a wall, whatever we need to do, and bomb the full-backs on when we can, when the crowd gets on their backs, which is going to happen at some point, because no team can put their intensity for the whole 90. So we just need to take our chances. But because we've got younger players, they need to recognise when that chance is. So that's where we're at.
If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.